Welcome to day 28, when the ego becomes the teacher. Become the observer. We've been repeating that phrase to ourselves throughout this journey. Become the observer. And over that journey, we have all become aware of the ego, the depth of the ego, the multi-roles of the ego, the multi-acts of the ego. It's very easy now to identify the ego, because anything that's not our truth is ego. We can simplify life down to a choice: ego or soul, fear or love, protect or grow, negative or positive, got to, get to. If we break every component down to a choice and become the observer, and speak as your higher self, you become the soul, the I am, presence. You become the gift. And the ego is the only thing that we really have to work at. And other than that, we work on our imagination. We work on creation. We work on understanding who we really are, understanding who we connect with, understanding the flow of everything. So I want you to go within, and whilst listening to this and looking at me, bring your awareness inside your body. This is our foundation, the soul, the truth, the feelings within the container, our vessel. So always protecting our energy by bringing awareness to our energy, our true self. So now we're in the body. Now we notice that feeling. And even with our eyes closed, we know this feeling. So that's who I am. That's who you are. That's who we are. That's a knowing. That's a truth. So anything that's not this feeling is ego. It's not our truth. Now we can bring awareness to the mind. Stay in with this feeling. Observe the thoughts. Bring awareness to the mind. And as you have that awareness, notice that calmness within the body. The space between the thoughts. No mind, no body. Soul, mind, body. So connecting body, mind, soul, soul, mind, body, just one breath. And bring yourself present to this moment. Closing your eyes, bring your attention to your heart center. Bring in focus and attention to your heart center. Feeling that energy at your heart center. Feeling that force at your heart center. Notice that feeling. That is your soul. Your awareness is your soul. So now bring awareness to the ego. And bring awareness to the image that we now have of the ego. Let me explain. So ego has a lot of attachment to negativity, to fear, to blame. The ego is a terror. The ego is rude. The ego is a liar. The ego causes havoc, self-doubt, self-blame. The ego is an imposter. But remember, there is always one truth. In every moment, in every now, there is always one truth. So the ego is this, the ego is that. Here is that one truth. When you bring awareness to that ego, fully present, the gift is that choice. And when you choose to pay attention to the ego and then listen to your soul, attention soul, it just bounces straight off. Your ego becomes the teacher. Because without that gauge, without that anything to fall back on, without that resistance, without that fear, how would we know what our truth is? So bring it back to energy. Now notice that feeling. So if your truth is always now, 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 and that is that feeling, in that now, you get to create. Where your attention goes to my body. What is my intention going into that flow? Be forever healing. Thank you for that feeling. Become that feeling. Take your attention inside your body. Bring your attention to your heart center. Really now feel the force of your energy. So, when the ego becomes the teacher, it's time to reflect on this journey, the Soul Revive. It's time to now bring awareness to the insights, to the aha moments, to the challenges, to the resistance, to the doubt, to the experiences. When the ego becomes the teacher, what has the ego taught you? What has really fascinated you about the ego? What observations have you made about your ego and the ego of others? What lessons have you learned? So keeping your attention on your heart center. When the ego becomes the teacher, that is the one truth. In every moment, you always have a choice. If it's not your truth, that is the ego. So now you're aware of the ego. The dark opposite to the light. You now become aware, a full spectrum of awareness. Awareness for self. Awareness for others. Awareness for us. Awareness for the space. Reflection on the ego. When the ego becomes your teacher, what have you learned about your ego? What has your ego learned about your soul? A soul slap from your soul. And knowing what you know now, your truth. Bring awareness to the ego. Going back through your story. The imposter throughout your story. Your ego is a great actor, plays multiple roles, doing all it can to keep you away from the truth, your soul. Forever healing. Heal is next to the soul. Heal thyself. They corrupted that word and say healthy. No more hell in thee. Heal thyself. Forever healing. Keep it open. Keep telling that to the body. Keep receiving your truth from your soul. Now bring awareness to the mind. Bring awareness to the light bulb moments. When it all clicked. Aha. That now makes sense. Be proud of that feeling. So let's bring awareness to the ego from this moment. Going forward, your teacher, your protector, your gauge. Observing the ego from others. How is your ego now serving you? Notice that feeling. Notice that calmness. So it's time to take your intention inside to connect with your soul. What have you learned about yourself? What have you confirmed about yourself? What do you know about yourself? What is your knowing? Your best self. What is your ego's best self? Best self ego. The protector. The guardian, the gatekeeper. Enjoy that feeling.